Okay, so I'm gonna just jump right into the comments today. Here we go. The first comment is, it seems golf is not the priority anymore. It's about YouTube now. Good luck, Gabby. I don't know if that means you're staying on the channel or you're leaving, you're not watching anymore. I'm not sure, it's up to you, it's your decision. Don't really know. But I want to address that comment because I think it's extremely important you guys know golf will always be a top priority. I think what's more important is the question is, do you guys think that you can have multiple priorities in your life while still excelling at them? Or do you really need just one priority? For example, like this guy saying, do you need to just have the priority be golf, or can you have golf be the priority, YouTube be the priority, education be the priority, being a good person be the priority? I don't know. It's up to you. I actually want to hear from you guys. So do you guys think that you can only have one priority to be really good at it, or can you juggle multiple things? I believe that, I think that there are people out there that are successful in multiple things and have multiple things be the priority. For example, a kid who goes to Stanford to play golf. Not only are they a great, phenomenal golfer, but they have to have the academics as well. You have to be balancing both. And plus, they want a well-rounded kid as well. So that's like, those are multiple things that have to be a priority for that kid. They're not just solely focused on golf. At different times, they may be solely focused on golf. And so I think that's what I kind of do. When I'm playing a tournament or preparing for a tournament, golf is the number one priority. When I'm playing a tournament, there's really nothing else in my mind but golf. After a tournament and I have to catch up on schoolwork for the past couple days, school is the priority. That's all I do. And then when I have to catch up on editing and I'm late on a video, I'm editing and there's days that I don't even touch a golf club. So actually there's multiple days that I don't touch a golf club. Doesn't mean that golf isn't a priority for me. I try and juggle everything. For me, when I am juggling multiple things, I feel proactive, I feel great, I feel like I'm doing a bunch of things, and I like having multiple things be priorities at tons of different times, whatever the situation is. So yeah, I think that there can be people out there who manage multiple things. For me, that works better. Like another example, there are kids playing D1 sports, multiple sports, and starting on every single one of them. So there are athletes that do multiple things and keep both sports or three sports the priority, as well as education. So I really actually want to hear from you guys. Do you think that you have to only keep one thing as the priority in order to be successful at it? I don't know. Maybe what I'm doing right now is managing multiple things. Another question is, if you only prioritize one thing, does it become unhealthy? And do other things in your life become unbalanced? I don't know. I've seen some situations end up like that, but then there are people who are just driven at one thing and that's all they want to do and it works out for them. I'm actually not sure. So you guys let me know what you think. I don't think that means that I can't do other things, because in my off time, I do want to have other interests. Muggle! He wants to go say hi to a friend. I think that in your off time, you can have other interests. You can make sure you're still a good person. You can do well in school and do YouTube, which, yes, it takes up a lot of time, but I love doing multiple things. I love being on the go all the time. I also want to give a shout out to Maya, 6 years old. She's starting golf, playing golf tournaments, and her dad reached out to me, talked to her a little bit about kind of the journey, because I think it's something that most people don't talk about in junior golf. I've been through it, a lot of people have been through it, and it is hard sometimes because you'll go through a slump and you feel like you can't get out of it. I know that feeling. I've been through it a billion times. It may just happen on one hole, and it may happen for a couple years, and you just don't know. The most important thing is that, I think it's three things. One, keep a positive attitude all the time, even when you're playing bad, because you need to know that everybody goes through it. So that's another thing. Everybody goes through it. The top players in the world, even Tiger only won like 10% of the time at his like top point or something like that. So he did still lose 90% of the time. And those are incredible stats. Everybody goes through it. Also, you will get out of it. You will come back stronger. I always find that when I go into a slump, when I go into a part of my game where I kind of just feel like I'm lacking and things aren't going my way, I always come out of that, I guess you could call it slump. I always come out of that slump a billion times better. And I think that's with everybody. Whenever you come out of the slump, you're gonna realize, oh my gosh, I'm playing better now. Everybody who plays golf has been through it. And it could be for a shot, it could be for a hole, a round, or like a month. It's really hard, but the most important thing is that you stay positive. You know that it's part of the journey. You have to go through it in order to get better. And when you do come out of it, you will come out better. And so just keep that in mind and stay positive all the way through. Again, this is not really talked about in junior golf. And I want to always make sure that I'm trying to grow junior golf. And I've been through it, so I want to help as many kids as possible if I can. If you have kids that are struggling or just want some words of encouragement, honestly, I will try my best to answer, because I really wish I had that when I was little. And I really think it's important that we grow the game of golf, the junior game of golf, as well as women's golf and just golf in general. But I think it's really important that juniors know that even in the worst times, it's just a long road. It's just going to happen. Like, you've got so many years to go. There's going to be so many things that happen, so many ups, so many downs, and it's actually an incredible journey. Like, it will go very fast, and it will also go up and down. You'll feel like you can't get out of it, but you will, I promise. And also, another thing is that the junior golfers that are dominating right now, if you see them win like every single tournament, everyone's going to have ups and downs. And so just keep that in mind. Like, don't get stressed out about the other players. Play your own game. I think that's extremely important for juniors, because they get so caught up in how the other kids are doing. But if you just stay in your own game, your own path, your journey, it's the best thing you can do. And I really want to spread this, because I think it's extremely important that it's not talked about. Just looking up a stat, Michael Jordan missed 12,345 missed shots in his career, and he's arguably the best player ever in basketball. And I'm sure that the shots that he missed, some of them were in a row, he was going through a slump. But he kept shooting, he kept going. And I think another thing that's important is that in junior golf, there's a standard to be perfect. There's a standard to never make a mistake, to not shoot a bad score. You do not have to be perfect. This is the longest journey. Michael Jordan does not become the best player without missing those shots, without learning from it, without getting through that slump and becoming a better basketball player. He doesn't make the biggest shots of his career without missing all these shots, because you have to learn from it. You have to go through the struggle in order to become better. You have to know that it's part of the journey. I know it's so hard, because I've been like, everybody else is doing better, like, why can't I play better? But the thing is that that's not my journey yet. I'm not at that spot. And next week, I may be out of it and playing my best golf ever. I actually did a video called Embracing the Slump. Go check it out, because I was in a slump. The times that I go through slumps, which everyone does, I embraced it. I was like, you know what? I know I'm gonna come out better than when I started into this slump. So I'm just gonna keep pushing through. Even if I hit 8 hours of shots and I don't feel at all better, it will eventually happen. If you just keep going with the best attitude, it will happen. You will get out of it. You will play better. I promise you, it's guaranteed. So to my end, all the junior golfers out there, keep pushing forward. Know that it's part of your journey. It's gonna happen. Keep the positive attitude. It's the number one thing you can do. You're gonna come out of it. I guarantee it.